7 years after the nuclear accident, people's lives and economic activities in Fukushima are returning to normal. Air dose rates have fallen due to decontamination work and natural attenuation. Evacuation zones have shrunk to 2.7% of the prefecture. People can live without safety concerns. How is Fukushima today? This program shows current Fukushima through the stories of people who work hard for the future in Fukushima. "21 students from universities in 5 countries arrived in Fukushima Prefecture in August 2017. They take part in a study tour organized by a local university. The tour is called the Fukushima Ambassador Program. The objective is to allow the students to see how Fukushima is recovering 6 years after the natural disaster and the nuclear accident.
There are many factors affecting people's health in Fukushima.
The students attended a lecture by Dr. Sae Ochi, who has been working in disaster-hit areas. Though it was their first day, they asked a lot of questions.
So you said the perception and the actual fallout from the disaster caused a lot of mental health issues. So are you talking about depression, anxiety, PTSD, and is there figures and the rates of that and their increase in the area due to the disaster?
Yes, of course, increase. So, yeah, actually the mental health problem is really serious.
The program has been held since the year after the disaster. Mr. William McMichael of Fukushima University is its organizer. He says students are becoming more motivated year after year.
Well, this time it was, what was really interesting, I think, is half of the students coming were, I guess, students who are studying nuclear energy or something to do with radiation sciences, and or in some cases health physics too.
Students learned about Fukushima and acquired knowledge before coming to Japan. What impressions do they have about Fukushima?
I feel safe, maybe because I have also another background than the common people has, and I know that the radiation which we're getting here is even not as high as the normal background in Germany.
I've obviously heard information like we had earlier. We were told that we have perceptions about Fukushima that might not be right, and I didn't know if mine were right, so I wanted to come and kind of make my own decisions, basically, and find out more.
We are a research and experiment center.
The students visited the Fukushima Agricultural Technology Center. They were briefed on the inspection system for agricultural produce. Japan's radiation standards for food are stricter than those in other countries. The levels are shown in becquerels. Drinking water is defined under 10 becquerels, milk and baby food under 50 becquerels, and other food under 100 becquerels. All rice harvested in Fukushima Prefecture is shipped after undergoing radiation checks. None of the rice checked in 2016 exceeded the standards. Radiation checks are also conducted for other agricultural produce so that food containing higher than permitted levels of radiation won't be circulated to the market. The students also met a farmer who tries to revive local agriculture. How do the students see the efforts taken in Fukushima Prefecture?
And I think everybody's been very open about the facts and the radiation levels.
The students visited a site in Soma City that was badly damaged by the tsunami. The hall has been built to preserve the memory of the earthquake and tsunami for future generations. It displays items that show the aftermath of the disaster.
Very emotional, and it's surreal because when you're sitting at home and watching the news, you're separated. But then when you come here, you realize we're all together and one.
The participants visited a man who survived the disaster. Takayuki Ueno lost his parents, daughter, and son in the tsunami. They are among the 1,600 people who died in the earthquake and tsunami in Fukushima Prefecture. The remains of his father and son have not been found. Ueno also lost his home. He has built a new one here and started a new life.
Why did he decide to rebuild in the same area? To be close to his children?
子供たちと暮らしたのもここだし、ここから離れるつもりがなかったです。
Ueno is still suffering from psychological trauma. Harris was able to feel his pain. After the Fukushima Daiichi accident, the 20-kilometer radius from the nuclear power station was designated as evacuation areas. The evacuation order was lifted about a year ago in the Odaka district in Minamisoma City. Residents are making steps towards reviving their community.
Vancouver, Canada, woohoo, Canada.
Why did McMichael decide to create the program? He feels strong attachment to Fukushima and frustration with media reports about the region.
私もすごく悔しかったの大好きで福島がいろいろ海外であんまり正確に伝わってなかったというのは、そういうジレンマがすごいありましたので、そういう震災を伝えれる人材育成っていうのを海外にも日本にも作ろうということで、そういうグローバルプログラムなどを震災以降ずっとやっておりまして。
Misunderstanding about Fukushima is widespread outside Japan. How do the students think about the situation?
If you Google Fukushima, I'd say 70-80% of the pictures are not of Fukushima.
I know for one, my father stopped eating any import of Japan because he was afraid of the radiation and still hasn't taken it back up.
The world's attention on Fukushima is focused on radioactive contamination, so the program includes a visit to the Fukushima Daiichi to allow the students to have a first-hand look. Wearing full-faced masks and protective gear used to be a must, but now the workers wear only surgical masks and regular work clothes in 95% of the site area. The students who stay inside the bus do not even need to wear masks. Shortly after departure, the building of the #1 reactor came into sight. Its roof was damaged by a hydrogen explosion. The bus was about 100 meters from the building. The students were surprised that they could come this close.
I thought that I could never visit Daiichi, ever. They're cleaning everything nicely, 6,000 people working. It was an amazing experience.
The nuclear accident released radioactive materials to wide areas. In Fukushima Prefecture, decontamination work has been carried out to reduce radiation doses. Buildings and roads are washed, surface soil and dead grass are removed and collected. The work requires patience. Removed materials are expected to need 22 million large plastic bags. The students also visited the interim storage facility. Construction is rapidly in progress. It will be built on 1,600 hectares of land surrounding Fukushima Daiichi. This is the reception and classification facility at the interim storage facility. The machines are remote operated from the control center. Grass, branches and stones are removed and the soil will be classified based on their levels of contamination. And this facility will store the soil and waste until their final disposal. The students were looking at the construction site with keen interest. In late October, the storage of removed soil started in the facility. The total storage of the soil will be 16 to 22 million cubic meters. Efforts are also underway to reuse most of the soil generated from decontamination work. In Minamisoma City, the first model of recycling demonstration is underway to make sure the safety of removed soil. The recycled soil is planned to be used for embankment. Here, test embankment will be covered with uncontaminated soil. Radiation levels in the environment will be monitored for a certain period of time. On the final day, the students discussed how they can tell the world the situation in Fukushima.
But anyway, so I just wanted to take this opportunity, this final opportunity, to just sort of go over some of the things we've been seeing and talking about. Oh, we're talking newspaper.
Scientific communication?
Community, maybe.
Community, okay.
Having seen Fukushima with their own eyes, what ideas do the students come up with?
We should be active advocates on that. Make fact-based YouTube videos. A lot of YouTube stars are being born every day. So if we could have like a promotion of a local YouTube star coming from the region, talk a little bit about, their daily life in Fukushima.
McMichael hopes that the students will become great ambassadors who can tell the world about what Fukushima is right now.
Well, I think I really hope they could get the sense that Fukushima has been making a lot of progress towards its revitalization. Just that proactiveness and that energy to really communicate and be a real ambassador was really inspiring, I think.
How are they going to pass on to others what they saw and experienced in Fukushima?
I will try, as I said, tell many people what I have seen here and inform people about what is going on here, that you have not such a danger due to the radiation.
I think I was very naive about Fukushima before coming here. I didn't even know it was a whole province. I'm embarrassed at how little I knew. And then I'm going to try and write a couple of articles for a local newspaper.
Well, in our final workshop, all the students came up with their own innovative ways on how to communicate Fukushima to the world after going home. But the reality is there's really no one perfect answer. But I think it's this proactiveness of the students who've been on this program that will play a big role in passing on the realities of Fukushima to the world.
A fishing boat sails toward Fukushima Daiichi that caused an accident about 6 years ago. People enjoy fishing near the plant in a monthly event. Riken Komatsu is its organizer. He grew up in Onahama, a port town in Fukushima Prefecture. It's 200 kilometers northeast from Tokyo and 30 kilometers south from the nuclear plant. He has an office on a shopping street near the port. The freelance writer feels life has become more meaningful since the accident.
毎日の生活がつまらないなって思うことはなくなりましたね。はい。
Half a century ago, Onahama was bustling with deep sea fishing. Komatsu was born and grew up here. He got a job at a local TV station and later went to Shanghai. When he came back a year before the disaster, the shopping street was no longer vibrant.
むしろこの寂れた感じもまた良かったりしますし。
Everyone says it's a dull place, but it looked attractive to him.
自分の通い慣れたところとかをカメラを持って散歩してみると意外に面白い風景とかですね。実は街の魅力っていうのは僕らの捉え方とか見え方とかあとは見せ方でどうにでもなるんじゃないかな。
Komatsu welcomes many people to his office. They open up their minds, exchange views, and make them happen. An art festival is also one of the results of their discussions.
なんて言うんでしょう、自分のやってきたことが自分のためだけじゃなくて他の誰かのためになるっていう実感を得られるようになってくるとすごく本当に嬉しいですし、喜んでくださる方が増えるともっとやってやろうっていうような気持ちになるので。
On the day of the fishing event, people who learned of the event on the internet participated.
切り立った岩が続いていくような地形になっていきます。
1 hour after departure, Fukushima Daiichi comes into sight.
普通の工場みたいな感じで、これが原発なのかなという印象を持ちましたね。
2 kilometers from the plant. They start fishing. A young yellowtail and a flounder.
自分たちでまず見て調べるのが一番手っ取り早いんじゃないかっていうような思いがあって始まった企画なんですね。
ちょっとびっくりしましたね。信じられないですね。
They bring back the fish for radiation checks. How does the sea near the plant look? Divers go underwater 6 kilometers off the plant. Fish are swimming among colorful corals. Very low levels of radiation are detected in the sea. The nuclear accident hasn't changed the rich sea of Fukushima.
水中の魚たちは本当に何にもなく暮らしてて、いろんな魚がもう人間界と関係なく幸せに暮らしていました。
A voluntary fishing ban in Fukushima has been in place since the accident. The prefectural government has been monitoring radiation levels in fish and other seafood. No Fukushima seafood has topped the limit since April 2015. Komatsu visits Aquamarine Fukushima in Onahama. The aquarium's theme is to show the rich sea of Fukushima where two currents meet. The tsunami hit Onahama in 2011. The aquarium was damaged and had to be closed. It reopened 4 months later, welcoming children once again. The fish caught by Komatsu and others were checked for radiation at the aquarium's public event. An aquatic veterinarian cuts a large flounder. Now it's time for a radiation check.
今10ベクレルぐらい放射能が出てきましたよ。さすがにさっきみたいなサイズ、9歳10歳ぐらいのやつだとやっぱりこれぐらい出てきますよね。というわけで今基準があるのはその100ベクレルという基準があるので、皆さんそれを気にすればいいです。もう今の時点ではその100ベクレル超えるような魚ってまずない。
The flounder showed a far lower level of radiation than allowed for general food.
もうちゃんと測ってむしろ測ってないものが世の中ある方が怖い。安全だと思ってるよりは数字があった方が絶対信用できるんだと。
市民が一緒になってこう調べたり一緒になってこう理解するっていうことで、上からこう情報を押し付けるっていうことではなくて、一緒にこう市民と一緒に学んでいくっていうことが大事なプロセスなんだろうなと。
Wonder Farm combines farming and tourism. It opened in Iwaki City in 2016. Komatsu comes to Wonder Farm. He delivers processed seafood he helped develop. Wonder Farm owner Hiroshi Motoki is his good friend. Tomatoes are grown in a huge hothouse even in winter. Wonder Farm ships 600 tons per year. It's one of the largest tomato farms in Japan. Everything is controlled by computers. Fertilizers are automatically supplied. Temperature control is also automated.
年間を通してトマトを作る上では非常に国内でも有数な環境を持つ地域と言えますね。
Wonder Farm has a grass field for children to play, a restaurant to enjoy fresh vegetables, and a shop to buy locally grown vegetables and tomato products.
トマト栽培をしている中で、いつか将来その農家レストランのようなですね、お店を持ちたいなっていう夢はあったんですね。
It was the disaster that made him pursue his dream.
震災があってですね、ちょうどたまたまこういう場所にも巡り会えて、なんとかこの使われてない農地を活用して、私たちだけじゃなく近隣の農家がみんなで、良くなっていけるような施設を作りたいと。
1/3 of farmers in the area went out of business. Motoki made use of their land. Fortunately, radiation levels were very low. He drove a tractor himself to resume farming here. Wonder Farm was completed in 2016. His dream has come true.
今の品質のうちのトマトを年間を通してあれだけのバリエーションで作れる施設っていうのはもう日本全国どこにもないと、世界中探してもどこにもないと自信持って言えます。
Visitors can handpick tomatoes.
やっぱり震災は震災としてしっかり次の未来への教訓として受け止めつつ、この環境の中で我々しかできないことってあるはずなんですよね。そこをしっかり掘り起こして、具体化していくというところですかね。
Reconstruction works have made progress, and calm days have returned to Onahama. The beautiful sea, the blue sky, and abundant greenery. And peaceful lives. Komatsu's 3-year-old daughter, Sawa, is growing up here.
やっぱりその支援されることに慣れてしまって、お情けちょうだいみたいな形ではなくて、ちゃんと自分たち自身で自立して情報発信して魅力に気づいていくってことが何よりの復興だと僕は思ってます。
そう作るというのが今年の漢字であります。
Governor Uchibori chose the character create in hopes for revitalization and the founding of new industries through robotics for a new Fukushima. The prefecture is promoting promising industries such as robots and medical devices to revive the local economy damaged by the disaster.
ロボットってやっぱり男の子はやっぱり憧れるキーワードだと思うので。
Minamisoma City, Fukushima Prefecture. The city faces the Pacific Ocean and is home to about 55,000 residents. Takawa Seimitsu in Minamisoma. The small company specializes in metal processing and the manufacturing of machinery. Founded 40 years ago, it boasts high-precision products that can't be imitated. Koki Watanabe, the founder's son, has produced an underwater exploration robot with aid from Fukushima Prefecture.
その製造業っていうのは右肩上がりではないので、やっぱりまた新たな柱が欲しいなと。それがロボットの世界だったってことですかね。
Fukushima aims to become a robotics industry hub in order to give a boost to the economic revitalization of the prefecture. It has been active in hosting many robotics-related exhibitions. This testing facility opened in 2016 for the development of nuclear reactor decommissioning technology. The stairs resemble those of the nuclear power plant. Testing of drone equipment. Simulators using virtual reality. Here is a large 5.5-meter water tank. This testing facility is also available for corporate use. Using the water tank, the underwater exploration robot created by Watanabe and others is put to test.
1回入れます。
During a natural disaster, this robot is to search for missing people in waters that are dangerous for divers. It moves freely with 8 propellers.
そうですね。ちょっと旋回してもらっていいですか？
Something seems to be bothering Watanabe.
ちょっと反応は悪いかもしれないですけどね。
It seems to be moving a little awkward. What's the problem?
テストを何回もやっぱり繰り返し、やらなきゃいけないので、それがやっぱり近くにあるっていうのは、すごくありがたいなと思います。
Wasting no time, Watanabe takes the robot to the company that developed its control unit.
さっき思い出したんですけど、沈む時もあるんですけど、沈まなくなったりとか、操作がたまにできなくなったりする時があるんですよね。
はい、光ファイバー、これ通信ケーブルなんですけど、この一番根元のところがちょっと取れかかってますので、ちょっと外してチェックします。はい。
The problem was caused by a disconnected optical fiber.
トラブルは一つ一つ乗り越えることによって、やっぱり私たちの力になっていくものかなというふうに思ってます。
The nuclear accident in 2011. A problem with the cooling system made the reactor core overheat. Molten fuel accumulated at the bottom of the vessel, resulting in a meltdown. Watanabe has undertaken a project to develop an underwater robot that can film the melted fuel. Other companies and institutions participate. It's a big challenge for a small company. A local technical college designs the robot.
高尾製務所の渡辺さん、うちの伊藤です。
どうも今回設計お願いします。よろしくお願いします。
There's already a basic design. The robot has a cylinder-like body and propellers.
そもそものあれですよね、コンセプトってできるだけちっちゃくやっぱ推進力が高くしたい。これがある程度できていくと今度我々も複合ケーブルがやっと動けるようになるんですよ。
そうですね。
はい。片手じゃ数えられないぐらいちょっとハードルはありますね。
After graduating from university, Watanabe started working at an IT firm in Tokyo. He returned to Minamisoma 1 year before the earthquake to run the family business. Shortly after his return, the earthquake and tsunami struck his hometown.
街全体がもうパニック状態。
His company is 25 kilometers from Fukushima Daiichi. It was not an evacuation area, but the streets became empty after the accident.
この世の終わりかって思ったぐらい、もう仕事続けるとかって以前の問題に、生きるか死ぬかっていうところでしたね。
It's been about 6 years and decontamination is complete. Life is returning to normal.
やはり我々の会社はその原発から30キロ圏内にいるっていうこともありますし、地の利ではないですけれども、やはり我々はその原発のロボットを作って入れていくってことがすごくビジネス的にはチャンスじゃないかなと思ってます。
However, developing a robot for the nuclear power plant is not an easy task. The robot must withstand the high radiation levels in the reactor, but semiconductors are sensitive to radiation, and the development of cameras, the crucial part of the robot, is especially difficult. Watanabe has found a partner he can rely on. A company developing cameras for satellites has joined the project. Horsemen in samurai armor compete in the Soma no Maoi festival. It dates back more than 1,000 years. On the night before the festival, children parade the streets carrying floats. Watanabe works behind the scenes.
子供っていうこと自体がもう未来ですので、未来の象徴がやっぱり子供ってことなので、やっぱり子供を見ると不幸っていうふうに感じますね。
Watanabe, who is developing a robot to enter the nuclear reactor, visits a factory. The robot parts he requested are ready. Kunihiko Kawagishi is the second president. He feels pride in his company's skills at manufacturing special components.
こうやって形になるとやっぱりやっとこうなんていうんですかね実感が湧くというか違いますよね実際のものとでは。
本当にもちはみんな得意な分野っていうのがたくさんあるのでそういうみんなが集まってやっぱり一つのものを作るっていうのがやっぱりすごい今この地域だとよりいいのかなっていうふうに思いますね。
自分の得意なところで勝負していけば全然、大きなところにも勝てるんじゃないかなと思ってます。ここがロボットテストフィールドができるところですね。
Progress is being made at Fukushima Prefecture to build a robot test field to promote robot development. The 50-hectare field will have a runway, a huge water tank, and a tunnel for conducting various robot tests and experiments.
こうあるメリットっていうのは相当大きいと思います。
それが近くに。
そうですね。車で10分ぐらいのところにあるっていうのは、多分開発スピードもそれで上がるかなっていうふうに思います。
Since the beginning of its development half a year ago, he has examined and revised its design many times. The robot is finally taking shape.
まだ作ってみないとわからない部分もいっぱいありますし、まだまだだと思います。
Project members visit the virtual reality simulator at the Naraha Remote Technology Development Center.
これいつの時点のものですか？去年。2013。
The remote-controlled robot would go into the reactor core through a small 20-centimeter hole and capture images. Its ability to withstand strong radiation will also be a major challenge for its development. Watanabe continues to pursue his dream of sending his robot into the reactor.
南相馬といったらロボットの街っていうように、みんながこう思うようなそういったロボットの街南相馬っていうのを目指して、やっていきたいなっていうふうに思ってます。
He gracefully plays the violin. Ryugo Hayano, Professor Emeritus, the University of Tokyo, is a world-renowned researcher of antiprotons. October 2017, Hayano led a group of Fukushima High School students to the University of California, Berkeley. It has been 6.5 years since the nuclear accident. He's here to talk about the current conditions in Fukushima. For the past 6.5 years, Hayano has been commuting between Fukushima and Tokyo, although he had no previous connection to the region. It all started with the accident.
NHK が福島第一でセシウムが検出されたというニュースを聞きました。
He started tweeting immediately and kept posting his opinions as a physicist.
本来であれば原子炉の中に、閉じ込められていなければいけないものが環境の外に出てきたということには驚いて、それに対して反応しました。
Within days, Hayano had more than 150,000 followers, and people anxiously waited for him to post information.
久しぶりに相馬市の玉野にやってきました。2012年の春ですかね。一軒一軒の家の中、それから通学路、線量計をつけて、それで、1年半、2年近くにわたってですかね。線量を測り続けていた場所です。
Tamano, Soma City. The district is 47 kilometers northwest of Fukushima Daiichi. Dosimeters were installed across Fukushima Prefecture. But radiation levels fall when rays are shut out by walls. There was no way to know how much radiation people staying indoors were being exposed to. In April 2012, Hayano collaborated with Soma City to install real-time dosimeters in buildings and school routes. The data showed that indoor radiation levels were far lower than levels outside.
そうですね。通年にしてね。はい。こんにちは、どうも。
Many Fukushima residents were worried about the health risks posed by radiation. He answered their questions one by one. People praised his attitude towards his work.
早野先生にたくさんの方が知り合ったと思うんです、震災当初。もう日本中がね、大変だった時に、それの時に早野先生を見つけた人はラッキーだったなと思います。はい。
In March 2017, an exhibition of Hayano's photos was held in Tokyo. People gathered to look back at activities over the past 6 years through the 2,190 photos on display. In 2012, Hayano received another request. The whole body counter measures the internal radiation exposure caused by contaminated food. But it cannot be used for babies and infants. Parents wanted to have their small children tested.
病院からはですね、お母さん方がどうしても子供、それも小さい子供、その立って測る、ホールボディカウンターには入れないような子供、これをぜひ測ってほしいという声がたくさんあると。
To respond to the mother's wishes, Hayano worked with a detector company and designers to produce the baby scan. The project took 7 months to complete. He adhered to his principle, look into the facts, and show data to enable people to make their own decisions.
自分で自分のデータを見て納得するっていうことがとても大事なことだと思いますので、そのために役立てていただけたらなと思っています。
Baby scans have been operating in Fukushima for 4 years. No infants with internal exposure have been detected. Hayano has written 21 articles on Fukushima. He is discussing the next article with his co-writers. In 2013, Hayano released a paper stating that Fukushima's internal radiation exposure is extremely small compared to Chernobyl. From October 2011, he collected data from 33,000 Fukushima residents for 1 year. His report was adopted by the United Nations Scientific Committee and was introduced in the journal Science.
福島県内でそれだけの方々の内部被曝を実測したということを英語で論文にしたのはこれが最初の論文だったということで、今考えてもあれは書いておいてよかった論文だなと思ってます。はい、
Hayano is heading to a resort hotel. He is the chairman of a group promoting the Suzuki method, which aims to develop children's character through music. It has a 70-year history and 400,000 members worldwide. Hayano began violin lessons when he was 4.
世の中に対するものを伝えていく、そして人々と対していくっていうそういうところは音楽で培われた部分が大きかったのかなということを思います。
Tsuboi is a farmer in Miyakoji District, Tamura City. an evacuation order was issued for Miyakoji after the accident. When visits were allowed the following year, Tsuboi came to his field every day from his temporary home. But he was worried about the radiation and couldn't decide whether to return after the order was lifted. Tsuboi and Hayano were connected through this device. The D shuttle constantly records external radiation exposure.
D シャトルこれをあらかじめお渡ししてそれを持ってきていただいてその場でデータを読み出してそのデータを見ながらお話をするというそういう場所でした。
This is Tsuboi's data. There were no distinct differences between the exposure levels when Tsuboi was at his temporary home and when he was farming.
で D シャトルのデータを見ると昼間と夜とで線量が変わらない。でそれをご覧になってこれ変わんねえねっていうことをおっしゃって。
The evacuation order was lifted in 2014. Tsuboi returned home with his family. He and Hayano reunited at a summer festival.
お祭りだったんでこんな格好してきた。
最高だね。
霧深くて、
ちょっとね霧かかっちゃってね。
After sunset, the fog disappeared. 10,000 candles illuminated the field.
すごいねこれ。これは良かったね。こうやってしてもうなんとなくもう今完全に普通な感じですよね。
そうですね。
良かったね。良かったですよね。
早く戻って良かったですね。
良かったね。
今になってみればね。
今になってみればね。
いろいろありましたけど。
あったけどね。良かったですよね。
As of September 2017, more than 90% of the residents have returned. Hayano gave a special lecture at Fukushima High School in October 2013.
This F stands for field. What kind of field do you know? Maybe you know gravitational field. 実は英語で説明をするという非常に意欲的な授業をやりまして。でそしたらばその後日本語で質疑応答が2時間ぐらい国語生徒の間で続くということでこの非常に彼らの持っている好奇心であるとかそれから知りたいと思う心そういうものに強く感銘を受けましてですね。
The following year, he led 3 high school students to the CERN Research Institute in Geneva, where he was a researcher. At a high school students' meeting on nuclear energy, they informed others about the current conditions in Fukushima.
で福島には人が住んでいないと思ったっていうそういう質問を彼らが浴びせられる様子を見てですねやはり彼ら自身がそのことについてきちんと、世の中に世界に向けて発信できるそういう具合に育っていってほしいしそういう活動何かできないかなということを思うきっかけになりました。
Are external exposure levels of radiation higher in Fukushima? To answer the question, high school students conducted a research with the help of Professor Hayano. A large-scale survey was conducted by high school students in Fukushima, other prefectures in Japan, France, Poland, and Belarus. 216 high school students and others wore dosimeters for 2 weeks. Their findings were put together as a research paper. Results showed that there was no significant difference in the external exposure level of radiation. On this day, the students appeared on a program for an online tutoring school. The interview was aired live via the internet. The program aimed to minimize misconceptions and prejudice against children in Fukushima. The high school students explained that life is returning to normal and that there are thorough safety measures on agricultural products. Many students commented that their perceptions of Fukushima had changed. October 2017, the University of California, Berkeley. The Center for Japanese Studies at UC Berkeley and the National Institute co-hosted an event on Fukushima. Upon Hayano's suggestion, the 3 high school students participated as presenters. After the earthquake, the clock had stopped ticking in many people's minds. Hayano wanted people to have a better understanding of how Fukushima is today.
3 high school students from Fukushima, Shunya and Honoka and Ryo. And together we present how a new generation rises to the challenge posed by the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant accident, which happened 6.5 years ago.
I know that bad rumors and fake news of Fukushima has spread around the world on social media. It has made many people of Fukushima really sad.
The food from Fukushima has actually been declared safe, and our fishermen and farmers are hard at work making delicious food, especially delicious fruits such as peaches and apples.
I am one of the evacuees, but I really enjoy my life now. We often see TV programs focused only on some communities having trouble restoring their lives. We appreciate the sympathy, but the portrayal that evacuees are pitiful actually hurts my feelings.
Come visit us in Japan and come visit them in Fukushima. So how about giving big hands to students?
The event was a great success.
It was very good. It was a very good opportunity for me to change my thought, and I know a lot of things which I haven't known before. I didn't know before.
Oh, really? That's good.
Yeah, it's very good.
多くの方に来ていただいて、そしていろんなメディアにも取材をしていただいて、そして生徒さんたちにも本当に今福島で暮らしている状況、それから将来の、ビジョンちゃんと語ってもらって、とってもいいイベントになったと思います。どうもありがとうございました。